Hello, I'm Bob the Booker and welcome to my channel. Today I just wanted to do a very quick heads up about something very exciting that's coming. So if, like me, you have a number of Fitzcarraldo books that have just sort of been stacking up that you've been meaning to read for a while, now is the time. And this is brought to you through the wonders of puns, because I sometimes think that I probably do various sort of challenges and whatever, mostly for pun reasons alone, if nothing else. However, there are many Fitzcarraldo books that I've been meaning to read for a very long time, and it's just a very exciting chance to do so. So let me start at the very beginning. So Fitzcarraldo are a press based in the UK. They're a small press. They sort of very much punch above their weight when it comes to prizes. You'll see them quite often in the International Booker and occasionally ones like the Republic of Consciousness. And a few of us were sort of having thoughts independently about this and thought it might make sense. So alongside Sina over at Beating Around the Books, Kieran over at KD Books, and a few people on Kieran's Discord, including the wonderful people you'll be hearing about very soon. We are hoping to do a bit of a sort of read along and a bit of a sort of reading challenge in some ways, to spend a bit of time in February doing Fitzuary, as we are calling it, I believe, to really kind of read some of these books that we've been meaning to for a while, and also just really enjoy some of the kind of weird and wonderful stories that they put out. So I've got a couple of ones that I'm really keen to be reading personally. So firstly, Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk. I've been meaning to read this for a very long time, and this book has been sat here for a while. So I'm going to be hosting a mini read-along via Discord, so the link will be below. I don't know why I'm pointing, you know where that link is for you. But this is a great chance for me not only to actually finally read this, which I've been meaning to do for a while, but also I'd really love to hear your thoughts and get people really involved. There are many other read-alongs going on, including another one around Tokarczuk. Kieran over at KD Books has been doing a read-along of Books of Jacob, a much bigger book, which I could bring over here, but I will probably do my back in trying to pick it up. It's a chunker, but it's a good bit of motivation to do that as well. And so aside from Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk, I am going to also be doing a mini read along of The Years by Annie Ernaux, and I've not got my copy here yet, but imagine that this is where it would be. And Annie Ernaux is a French writer. She writes a lot of sort of personal essays, and this was also shortlisted for the International Booker, as was Olga Tokarczuk's book actually as well. So a kind of a really fun chance to just sort of get involved in the read along. I'm going to be hopefully reading a few more of Annie Ernaux's books as well. In other typical pun terms, I was really hoping to do November. I know, brilliant, right? It's terrible. But that was sort of the plan, to sort of read some Ernaux books in November. But quite frankly, I kind of can't wait. So I just want to read them anyway. And I wanted to do them in November, but all my books hadn't arrived. So there we go. Joys of stuff. But I'd really love you to join me on either or both of these read-alongs if you're so interested. You've got a little bit of time to get those in, but also there are some other books that are well worth checking out that will also be part of various other read-alongs. And alongside my own read-alongs, it would be really great to see some of you being involved in some of the other ones that I'm also very excited about joining. So Sina over at Beating Around the Books is doing Minor Detail, which I've been telling myself I will read for about 14 years now. And this was also longlisted for the International Booker. There is a real theme here, but this is a book that deals with quite a few heavy topics, but it's only about 100 pages, so I don't really know how I've never really gotten around to it. But anyway, and Zeno is also looking at Ill Feelings by Alice Hattrick, which is also longlisted for the Barbellion recently, and is a set of essays around, or kind of a non-fiction piece all around chronic illness. And so you'll also notice, for those of you outside, particularly outside the UK, Fitzcarraldo tend to have their fiction in blue and their non-fiction in white, and it's just very clean and easy. But anyway, so that's that. But then also we've got some other exciting ones going on. I also just generally want to just read through quite a few other Fitzcarraldo books I've got kind of around. So I've got Strangers I Know, which is sort of a fiction based around Italy and about sort of family dramas. There's also Battle of the Lake by Adam Mars-Jones, who wrote one of my favourite books from 2020, which was Box Hill, all about sort of a queer relationship, but also kind of around sub-dom relationships and various other things. And he's got had a newer novel come out last year, which I just I bought but then completely forgot to actually read, and it's only about 100 pages. So again, this is essentially a long way of saying, here are some things on my TBR that I've been meaning to read for a long time. Please do join me if you would like to also get involved. Feel free to join Kieran and Miranda and Sina, who are doing other really exciting things as well, and that'll be below. But have a wonderful reading time and a wonderful Fitzuary. There we go. That is the pun we've settled on. Have a wonderful time and speak to you all soon. Bye bye.